I have gotten a few questions about why I don't like Roscoff. So I'm here to clear it up once and for all. Because I said I was doing a part two, and then I was going to explain it in that, and then I didn't really end up explaining it because I was focusing on other things. This is the video where I am finally going to explain the reasons to you guys why I don't like Roscoff. One of the hardest parts of Roscoff, and one of the most annoying for me, is outside the church. Most teams are so bad that they can't make it past this point. And even when you do, you still have to, defend the outside of the church while you open the doors, get in, close the doors. But another thing that I saw when I was there was them violating this poor dead soldier. And I don't know if it's the same for anybody else, but I just keep getting attacked by runners on Roscoff. It's like their annoyingness was just turned up by a billion. They're just everywhere, and they're so overpowered as well. I don't know if something's changed about them, probably not, but they just seem to be everywhere, grabbing you all the time. You just can't get a break. Like, you'll get tackled by one, and then another, and then another. You'll get up 2 seconds later, you get tackled by another one, and then sometimes your teammates are too stupid to come help you. And also, this alleyway, when you're pushing the wagon, is pretty hard to defend because everybody else is at the other side of the wagon. It doesn't really demonstrate it in this video. I'm surprised it didn't happen to us, but most of the time there's just a blockade of zombies right down there, and you can't get past them. And then a bomber walks in and destroys all of you. And then the second you get inside the church, everybody immediately kills the French soldier, which, I mean, everybody knows what he says and everything, but it's still kind of cool to see the character, um, to see the character lines and voice lines and things like that. And I understand it makes it more realistic if you were able to kill somebody like that, which you would be in real life, obviously. But yeah, it just kind of stinks though, because you kind of want to see the storyline and everything like that, even if you played it before. Also, another problem that I have with Roscoff is when you choose your American regiment, the British regiment, when you respawn over in that area where the British respawn there, you can't choose your British regiment. And I understand, but after, because you could just try and glitch in the English regiments at the very starting spawn. But I think after a certain point, once you die, you should be able to choose your British regiment. Because I understand, the people that were actually captured and kept there would have been all the same regiment, but it still would be kind of a cool feature, and you can't do that with the French either, so you're just forced to be a certain regiment, which makes sense, because there would be one regiment there, but still, be a cool feature. Now, the catacombs. The catacombs are extremely dark. You can't really see because my graphics haven't quite loaded yet, but when we get over to this area, it is so dark that it's impossible to see without a lantern. Thankfully, this guy had a lantern, and we were able to see. But it is very hard to see on the zombies that are coming from behind the door. Not behind the door, but from over by that sewer thing. See them coming from there is so hard. So you just get grabbed by runners a lot of the time. Another super annoying problem I have with this map is these invisible walls. So you'll throw a tar bottle and it'll bounce off absolutely nothing. Like, you can aim them really well and there's just invisible walls. They just get destroyed. They fly way behind you and burn. And that's exactly what happened in these two shots. On the third shot, when I went into first person, I made it, but that was right through a clear shot. Like, it was right in front of me. Another problem I have with this map is the interactable NPC, Crawford. You all know and love him. But I know they put in some anti-trolling measures so that players can't lead him astray, but that doesn't work very well. I've seen it many times when players have just trolled and for some reason, the AI bugs out in Crawford and only follows one person, and that player can just troll and destroy the entire game. Now, my favorite part of Roscoff and the grand finale, the boat. One of the things I find really cool about this boat is that you actually have to do boat stuff like you would have when this was, if it was in real life, like an actual boat. One of the things I don't like about this is it is extremely hard. I had, 15 people on my team, probably way less than that. My numbers are way off. But we couldn't even defeat it. And sappers built up all the barrels and boxes and everything. and we still couldn't defeat it. I also think that bombers are also really hard to see on this. They have like a weird shadow around them. So when they're coming up from the bottom of the boat, you cannot see them whatsoever until they're up there walking. Because when you're sitting there slashing with your saber, trying to kill as many zombies as you can, bombers just appear out of nowhere and like you cannot see them. You have no chance to get back, no time whatsoever. So I think a brighter light when they come up out of there would be really, really, really good and save players a lot of time. Yes, and that is pretty much my problems with Roscoff. That is pretty much why I don't like Roscoff that much, is just because of those things, which there's not a lot of things that I don't like about it, but they're big things for me. Very big things. Spoiler, our team died and Crawford stuck there forever. So that's cool. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.